Are you having difficulty in structuring your pathophysiology during an exam? Or how to put your ideas together? Look no further. Welcome to our Med-Surg class. In this video, I'll show you how to structure pathophysiology for medical surgical nursing. Structuring pathophysiology for disease conditions have been a major challenge for many nursing students. When you understand the concept behind pathophysiology, you will discover it is very easy to structure. We need to understand the disease process, the organs involved, and how those organs function, and how this disease has affected the normal function of that organ, and the changes that have taken place as a result of these alterations in the normal physiology. How the clinical features manifest, that is the signs and the patient's symptom. You will have to know how the disease progresses, and then the prognosis. Will there be permanent or reversible changes? You will also note the changes in the normal physiology, how these changes affect the patient. For the purpose of this class, we shall be looking at the pathophysiology of bronchial asthma. Bronchial asthma is a chronic inflammatory disorder of the airways. It is characterized by airway hyperresponsiveness, reversible airflow obstruction, and recurrent episodes of wheezing. Now, let's try and dissect this definition so that we can clearly understand the pathology. If bronchial asthma is an inflammatory condition, then the inflammatory process will take place. The inflammatory cells involved are the mast cells, eosinophils, T lymphocytes, and they release inflammatory mediators such as histamine, leukotrienes, and prostaglandins. These mediators get mobilized to the area of inflammation, that is the airways, causing swelling and occlusion. Remember the normal anatomy of the bronchial tree? The airway needs to be patent, but that's the opposite in bronchial asthma. Asthma usually occurs in people who are genetically predisposed. Symptoms are triggered when the patient is exposed to cold air, smoke, strong odor, gas, perfumes. Allergens such as dust, mites, pollen or flowers, pets such as cats, stress, and exercise. When these triggers cause inflammatory responses, there is contraction of the bronchial smooth muscle. This leads to the narrowing of the airways known as bronchoconstriction, which is usually reversible. The inflammation stimulates the mucous cells, leading to thick mucus secretion as mucus plugs along the airway. The mucus plugs further blocks the airway, making expiration difficult, leading to the characteristic wheezy sound. Subsequently, there is swelling, narrowing, and irritation of the airway lining, resulting in constriction and cough. Airflow obstruction leads to reduced airflow, causing air trapping and hyperinflation of the lungs. When air is trapped, there is poor ventilation of the alveoli, leading to hypoxemia. Due to chronic inflammation over time, the airway becomes overly sensitive to stimulation. Even mild stimuli can cause severe bronchoconstriction. This explains why small triggers cause sudden asthma attacks. If asthma is poorly controlled, chronic inflammation may lead to thickening of airway walls. It may also lead to increased smooth muscle mass, permanent narrowing of airways, and irreversible changes. If you carefully listen to this pathophysiology example, you will notice something. I mentioned the definition, cause, structure involved, the changes, progression, and prognosis. If you follow this pattern, it will help you structure and arrange the pathophysiology in its simplified form. Finally, you can overcome the fear of pathophysiology during paper 1 or 2, and everyone is happy. I know you have gained something from this video. Why not comment, like, and subscribe to this channel? Thank you for your time. See you in our next class. Bye for now.